Okay, hi everybody, and this is Basic Algebra 2, which follows on from yesterday. So it develops a few of the things that we did yesterday. So what I want to talk about initially is a thing called a square root. The square root symbol is that, and what that means is the number that when multiplied together will give you that number. So if I said what is the square root of 9, I know that 3 times 3 is 9, so the square root of 9 is 3, because 3 times 3 gives me 9. Similarly, if I use the index 2, which you're familiar with from when we did indices, 3 squared is the same as 3 times 3, so we know that 3 times 3 is 9. So therefore we can say then that 3 squared, the square root of 3 squared, equals the square root of 9. Because what I've done is I've put a square root on that side, so I must put a square root on that side in the laws of equations. Okay, so that's that one. If I've got a formula, say I've got a squared equals b plus c, and I wanted to find a, then I simply square root a squared, which is a. But I have to, because I've square rooted this side, I have to square root the whole of the other side, so I say the square root of b plus c. Now the square root button, by the way, I forgot to mention, is actually on your calculator, so have a look for it, play around with it, put say 25 in it, find the square root, which is 5, put 9 in, find the square root, which is 3, and so on. Just play around with it. Some calculators vary where the square root button is. Sometimes you have to shift for it, and sometimes it's got a dedicated key, so have a look at that. We look at this one, a equals b squared over 4, and if I want to find out what b is, I'm trying to find b, then the first thing we do, we cross multiply to get rid of these fractions. So b squared equals 4a, therefore b equals the square root of 4a. Now if I've got a different type of formula, if I say to you that b equals 6 and c equals 9, then if a equals b squared plus c squared, what we do is we substitute the values that we've been given. So now a equals the square root of b squared, which is 6 squared, plus c squared, which is 9 squared. That comes to 36 plus 81. 6 sixes are 36, 9 nines are 81. That comes to 117. Square root of that, and that comes to 10.81. If I have a simple formula, t equals f squared over 3, and I tell you that t is equal to 6, find f, then we substitute the figures, first of all. Well, actually I prefer to cross multiply first, so I'll say 3 3 3t equals f squared, and I'm trying to find f, so the square root of 3t equals f, and that becomes, I know I've been given t is 6, so 3 6s are 18. Square root of 18 equals f equals 4.24. Sorry, I'm running out of space. I'm also running out of battery as well, so I hope this doesn't fail. Okay, one last one. We've got if a squared equals b squared plus c squared, and I'm trying to find c, then I've got to get c on its own, so I move the b over to the other side. A squared minus b squared equals c squared. So now I know that the square root of a squared minus b squared equals c. If I said a was 15 and b was 9, put the numbers in. 15 squared minus 9 squared equals c. 225 minus 81 equals c, and that comes to c equals 12. I'm just going to have to rush, this battery's going flat, so I don't want it to stop. But you can always pause the video and repeat it over and over again. Okay, so if you take a quick look at these examples, there's one page. See if I can get that in properly. There you go. And the second page. Have a go at these for tomorrow. I'll give you the answers tomorrow. So for this one, you're calculating these formulas if you substitute these figures into the formula and then do the calculations. Okay, thanks very much. See you soon.